For our second circuit for this lesson, this one's a bit more sophisticated and will probably involve a little bit more exploration. But the the terminology that's required in the curriculum really comes out when you use a more advanced circuit. So I'll explain basically how to put this together, and I'll zoom in where I can because sometimes it's very hard to see where how to connect the Arduino to a breadboard, and then you can look at the screenshots on the lesson plan for the code. So basically, what's going to happen? I'll play this right now. It's going to light up the three LED lights right here, and then while it lights them up, it's going to play a sound. So there we go. Okay. Now it also repeats 3 times. Okay, so this is kind of like the end result. Okay, so I did it 3 times. Now I'll show you how to connect the circuit. Basically, it kind of all goes around. So the power supply is here, of course, and it's coming from the computer, which is plugged in. Now, what you have to do is to use. I don't know if you used a breadboard before, but basically there's a copper wire that runs through positive and negative here. Okay, so where the pen is now, that's negative, and where the pen is there, it's positive. So this black cord, oops, okay, there's a black cord here, and the black cord is negative, and it's going to go into 5 volt, right? And then the white one is going to go into one above, right? So then there's a positive and a negative power, right? So now the negative runs all the way through the breadboard from here, and it goes all the way down. And then there has these resistors. So really, if I explain one light, the rest of them kind of fall into play. So these little resistors here, they control the flow of electricity so that the lights don't short, right? Now with this one here, I don't think it's possible for the lights to for that to happen, but you're going to take these resistors and you're going to put it anywhere in the negative. It doesn't really matter where you put the LED lights on the breadboard. So you can space them out if you really want to see them. And so the first light here is attached to 16, right? And then the next one here is attached to, I think, 21, and the last one's attached to 26. So the resistors come out from the negative, and they go to the 26, so it shoots that negative electricity across. Okay, and it does that on row 26, 21, and 16. Right now, the LED lights have one positive and one negative charge. So the positive, if I take one out, okay. So the negative is the short, is like the short little prong of the light, and the positive is the longer one. So if I can put that back now. So we're going to put the short with the negative, and then the positive into the next row. Okay, and then for each of the lights, a wire is attached, right? So you attach the wire into the LED that corresponds to those numbers 11, 12, and 13, those 11, 12, and 13 lights. Okay, so that it'll light up. Now the program lights up one at a time, and it corresponds with the sound. So if you see the screenshot on the lesson plan, you'll see what I mean. So every time it lights up, it plays a sound, and then it's programmed for different lengths of time. So that's basically the whole circuit. So it starts with the power, which is the 5 volt, and then it also goes into the ground. It flows here. The resistor brings the flow of electricity into the row on the breadboard. The light is both positive and negative, and that's the load of the circuit. And then the wire is attached and goes into 11, 12, and 13. So if I press the green flag, the circuit works. Okay. Now, as extensions, you can definitely create other circuits, okay, more intricate circuits. But if they can understand this one, then they can kind of build from there. It's kind of neat. Okay, so thank you for watching, and hopefully if I can compile a schematic diagram, it will be on the lesson plan as well.